Vice President of the United States JD Vance has once again ignited a massive political firestorm, and this time it's over his stark claim that mass migration is theft of the American dream. The remark, dropped without hesitation in a post on X, immediately sent shockwaves through the political sphere and across social media. Within minutes, critics were calling him out for his hypocrisy, noting that his own wife Usha Vance is the American-born daughter of Indian immigrants. In fact, JD Vance doubled down in the same post, arguing that immigrants are stripping American workers of opportunity and dismissing studies that contradict his position as the work of, I quote, people getting rich off the old system. Now, among the flood of reactions, author and political commentator Wajahat Ali delivered one of the sharpest rebukes yet, firing back at JD Vance with a pointed reminder of the implications of his rhetoric. Ali wrote that Vance's logic would mean, quote unquote, sending Usha, her entire Indian family, and even your own biracial children back to India. A biting indictment that underscored in stark terms the contradictions at the heart of JD Vance's big controversial message. But what happens when a leading political figure openly validates racial or cultural preferences in the United States of America? The uproar over JD Vance's latest immigration rhetoric erupted just as he found himself embroiled in another polarizing controversy, this one sparked by his remarks on cultural and religious preferences. During a recent appearance, JD Vance argued that it was totally reasonable and acceptable for Americans to prefer neighbors who share their race, language, or skin color. A statement that immediately drew sharp condemnation from the civil rights advocates. JD Vance, who frequently echoes the tone and tactics of US President Donald Trump, then shifted the blame to the Biden administration, accusing it of fostering an immigration system that, quote unquote, promoted division. And when pressed on whether a future Trump administration would seek to deport all undocumented migrants, Vance did not hesitate. He in fact said, "We're trying to remove as many as we possibly can." Now, the backlash didn't just end there. The latest wave of criticism revived attention to comments JD Vance made last month about his wife's Hindu faith. Speaking at a Turning Point USA event, he said that he believed Usha would eventually adopt his Christian faith, noting that she attends church with him and that he honestly does wish she might one day convert. Many saw this remark as dismissive of her own religious identity, sparking immediate controversy. JD Vance later did attempt to temper the fallout, clarifying that Usha has no plans to convert and insisting that he does respect her beliefs. But can JD Vance's message be separated from the political reality of an administration which is moving to shut doors on millions of immigrants? Because this controversy surrounding his statements comes just as the Trump administration has dramatically intensified its immigration crackdown. Let me tell you more on this. On 3rd of December, US Citizenship and Immigration Services announced an immediate suspension of all immigration applications, including green cards, citizenship, and asylum claims from 19 high-risk countries previously flagged under past travel bans. The USCIS cited heightened security concerns following the fatal shooting of a National Guard member by an Afghan asylum seeker in Washington, D.C. The sweeping directive freezes decisions on more than 2.2 million pending asylum cases and requires re-interviews for refugees admitted under the prior administration, effectively slamming the door on thousands of families, workers, and students. Now, as the nation tightens its borders and its rhetoric, one question remains impossible to escape. Will America define itself by fear or by the freedom that it claims to defend? What are your thoughts in this video? Do let us know in the comment section below.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.